Hello, welcome to my channel. Before I do anything, I must give praises to the Most High. The time now is 8:13, Monday, January the 30th p.m. My topic today is bad spirits. And if you like what I'm saying, comment, subscribe, and like and share. Um, my topic today is bad spirits. Before I get started off, and before I do anything else, my cash app is $ Red Hawk Wilson 58. All lower letters. Um, it's all lower letters. REDHAWK 58. That's Red Hawk, all lower letters. I spell it for you again. REDHAWK WILSON 58. That's Red Hawk Wilson 58. All lower letters. Now, my topic today, bad spirits. They know that I have a lot of anger in me, and the spirits try to get you to do something so he can incarcerate you. But it won't work because I have the Creator on my side. That's why I burn my sage every day, and people understand when I take my neighbor to work, she asked me to burn all that burn stuff in my car. I didn't know I had dropped ash for burning sage. I have to burn sage to purify my car because demons can make you try to crash or anything because they're around. That's why I told my son, don't talk about certain things because it can happen. When you act angry with somebody, you making the demons much stronger because they feed on energy and your fear. So that's why you gotta be careful. 'Cause I know something is playing with me. That's why I burn my sage. I know I got the Creator on my side, so you can never have my soul or spirit. And that's why I try to tell my son to be careful. And because I'm trying to raise money. If anybody would like to donate money, because I want to open up a Native American store. I had one in New York, but I want to open up a store in Connecticut called Native American Tea House Post. But I'll be selling everything on natives. Dream catchers, the Pelli, books, music, everything. I wanted to be a log cabin with like a spiral wooden staircase inside, upstairs and downstairs, and I'll put like a little restaurant in there. That's what I'm trying to do. So, if anybody want to help, they can donate to my app. What I just showed y'all, how to go to it. And that's what I want to give back to the community. Then when I get more things going on, I'm going to start doing a karate channel because I'm very good in Taekwondo. I had a lot of teachers to help me, like Kareem. He was a Muslim, but he was very cool. I had Master Muhammad. My mother was my instructor. I can go on and on. So, like I said, demons are powerful too, but not more powerful than the Creator. But if you have a weak spirit, or they think you're soft, they'll try to take over. And a lot of people fall right into their hands. It's like when I saw them beat that poor guy to death. That was real sad. I felt for the family, and it made me think you got, even though you know how to fight, you got to be thinking about certain things. I'm not those cops just flex their power too much. That's when a man is in charge. It's like back in those days with Jesus, they were so obsessed with power, they would try to kill anybody that stands in their way. and stuff like that. And God would deal with people like that. That's why I try to tell my son, don't wish nothing on anybody, no matter if you even don't like the person. But I don't think nobody can judge you. Only God can do that. Like that, because they said if they be judged, so will you be judged. So spirits, because every time I know something's trying to mess with me, because I can leave my car keys inside of the in the bedroom. Then they look around again, they be in my pocket. That's a spirit trying to play with you. And then they try to make you accuse somebody in your family so they can play you against one another. I'm telling you, these things is real. So that's why I tell my son to be very careful what you say. You know, that's why I try to burn my sage. The purify everything. Anything you do in life, you have to purify yourself. Even when you're married and when you want to get intimate with your wife, you have Indians purify their body before they even have sex. You purify your body when you get out the tub, because you never know, you can slip and break your neck in your house. And so when I get in my car, I purify my car every day, because demons are around you. Sometimes you can even see them. They can they don't have to be a person. They can send a demon after you in a dog or any kind of animal. It's being controlled. Just like a person is being controlled. Some people do anything for success. If I do something for success, it'll be all through God. I don't want no money the other way, like people say I sell my soul and all that stuff. I would make a pact with Satan, because it's not real. It's not going to last. He'll give it to you and take it away. When God gives you something, it's for permanent. So I rather go with the Creator. So I make my videos short, and before I sign off, I repeat my cash app, dollar sign Red Hawk Wilson 58, all lower letters, like lower REDHAW Wilson 58. So I repeat that, so so people can get it. If it's wrong, I go back over it again. So all of this, I'm telling people, you have to listen. That's why some people fall into demons' hands, because they got good and bad down here. Like I said before, if it was no good, it wouldn't be no bad. If it was no bad, it wouldn't be no good. The world would be unbalanced. Until the Creator come back, then it'll be all right. It won't be unbalanced, because it won't be no evil like it was before. And like the Bible says, judge not, or you'll be judged. I tell my son. That's why I tell my son, he has a lot of anger. That's why when people be saying all this stuff in song, demons controls everything. If you let him, he can even come in a church if the people in the church ain't right. It's like a lot of people spit out things in the Bible. They don't tell you all the Bible. They'll tell you what they want you to know that justifies their cause. And like today, I was attacked inside of the restaurant I was eating. I go there all the time. It's like a health center. They help people that's homeless, and the other side is a restaurant. And I was eating today in this Euro. Uh, that's short for European. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. My wife, you don't call them white. 'Cause when you call them white, that's saying they got power. Only you call a white person white when he's a white supremacist. Because you don't call them white. My wife call them Euros. That's short for European descent. That's what they are. And you got bad and good in every race, and everybody keep, saying white man, white man. Look at those cops that beat that boy to death for no reason. They was black, but you don't see no Black Lives Matter people coming to his aid and stuff like that. Because like I said before, I'm not saying that everybody's the same, but I almost got attacked by some Black Lives Matter people because they didn't like what I was saying. So if you supposed to be for people, why are you attacking me? You should be attacking the government and stuff like that. That's why I know all these people, like this guy wanted to fight me. And but I guarantee he wouldn't fight a European descent person like that. He was so-called, well, black America. I don't even like saying that word because nobody's black. Black is like shoes. Ain't nobody color. No matter how dark a person is, he's not that same color because that's a word that was given to y'all. First they would say, um, it's not good for a colored man to go down that street. Then they start calling you, what's the other word? Negro, American. Till they went from that to African American. Uh, this girl was saying something to me the other day. I was looking at her. She said because she had like, she said she listened to the Israelite when they talk, when they said Jesus had woolly sheep hair. She said not all black people have woolly sheep hair, so he could have. She said he could have been in. I know he was a person of color. She said he could have been any color. I mean, a person of color and stuff. So I didn't say no. I don't want to get into no debate. I said, oh yeah, okay. And I walked away. But getting back to what I'm saying, I got attacked today. A couple of hours ago, I was sitting minding my business. So this Euro, if y'all don't know what it means, I'm explaining the Euro is short for European descent person. I'm sitting down eating and talking to this other guy that was in there. So the Euro butted in, trying to make me sell him that he was a Apache, which I know he wasn't. He was a stringy headed, like my mother said, stringy headed, blue eyed eating devil. And he tried, that was a demon. He tried to make me come out of my comfort zone because sometimes you fall into that trap. And he was laughing at me. So I said, "What's wrong? What's wrong with you? I know spirits are trying to get me to do something bad. And it's not going to work. They send things after you. They send an attractive woman to you because a lot of men is weak for the flesh. That's why people, men get in trouble. And they have children by the wrong person. It can even be a person of color. You can still have a child by the wrong person." So he was like saying, "Oh, I saw this movie. You look just like the Indian that was in the movie." I said, "And?" He said, "I was laughing so hard because this guy, they were taking the Indian to prison on a prison bus to jail. So the white guy, he poured a ball of acid on his head. And he said, I thought that was so funny." I said, "You thought that was funny? So let me tell you something. When you asked me before what the feathers represent, on a feather where the chief might have a war bonnet on, he might have 100 feathers on there. I told him each feather represents his enemy that he killed. For all them feathers, he'd tell you, I killed 100 white men a day. That's what the feathers represent. If he killed an Indian, he wouldn't put feathers on there because it's disrespect to the other Indian. He would take something from that Indian, like a necklace or something, so that he got power over that tribe. So that was very important. His war bonnet is a rank, like his feathers represent like medals. Like in the army, they kill people and they give them medals and stuff. So the same thing. Even though chiefs never was around, that word came out of Europe. Like I said before, when Europeans saw an Indian, oh, we're gonna make him a chief, because in England they had captains and generals and chiefs. So the Indian just adapt to what he was saying. But the Indians only had a holy man, shaman, and medicine mans like that. They never had none of the other stuff until the Euros came here. I'm not bad mouthing nobody, but you have people of color would hate you more than a European person would. Why you think those cops did what they did? They hate their own people. And I said a prayer for that boy. He was a young guy. Life was cut short by some idiotic police officer that went too far with their power. And you have good cops and bad cops. They just happen to be bad cops. If a cop is bad, well, no matter if he's black, Latino, Chinese, they all stand by that oath like to hurt people. Those are bad cops. So when they put on their uniform, they would fight. Like people hate white people. But I saw on the YouTube channel, I can't remember what channel was, a girl showing it. The black officer was a black cop and a white cop. I don't like saying that word though. Um, they pulled over a black guy. I already knew why the black guy was angry because he said he had been stopped 35 times. That's a lot to make anybody angry. So I know he was angry, but you gotta be cool. And so he got out the car. He told me to get out the car. So the white, you would figure it'd be the white cop that was nasty. It was the black cop. He hated his own people. He jumped on a black guy, started beating him up. And people don't like Euro, but the white cop had to end up saving the black guy that he was beating up. He had to put the black cop in a headlock and drag him off, and stuff like that. And but I guess he wouldn't get no credit either because if it wasn't for that Euro cop that people hate so much, that African American guy would have been dead. He was just mean. You have people that hate their own people because they all got that white mentality in them. I try to stay away from stuff like that because spirits of work. Like I tell people all the time, I'm married. A lot of ladies try to come on to me, and I know demons are sending them to me. I've been knowing my wife ever since 1974. She used to see me all the time, and so that's why a lot of people, oh y'all, I thought y'all was brothers and sisters. I said no. When you get with a woman, always to keep that one lady. Don't be getting all these other women and stuff, because you be bringing spirits on too, because a woman can have sex with a man. You don't know what that man got in him. So when he has sex, his blood is mixing with hers. So when you have sex with her, something jump off on you. It'll be a bad spirit, and you could tell when you're around somebody that's not nice. You get that vibe. It's like my cat. When he get around somebody that's not right, he started hissing. An animal could sense things sometimes before we could. That's why when I go outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, I have to take my neighbor to work. I always pray and burn my sage all the way to my car because in our back is like a little wooded area where we park our cars at. So all kind of animals come out of there and demons. I can always feel when something's watching me. You just don't see it. I don't think it's a person because they got all the dimensions and portals and everything that people don't understand. They think we're the only planet. And that's what they tell you. Oh, we're not the only planet. They got people in other worlds that look just like you or me or mistaken identity because this guy was a rapist, this Mexican guy. And they thought this other guy was him, but it wasn't. He looked like he could have been his twin. He had a long ponytail, and they made a movie about it on Lifetime. They said it's the murderer. That was spooky. He had a scar on his face, mistaken identity. He drove the same car. This was back in the 80s. He had a 1985 IROC Camaro C28. And so they beat this guy half of them. Come to find out it wasn't none of him. He wasn't related to God. They just looked alike. That's how it is with other dimensions. You can have somebody because I think my brother told me he saw a guy on the train looked exactly like him, and then when he was going up the escalator, he was going down. So he ran back upstairs. He said nobody saw the guy, and the cop was standing right there. He said, "You see a guy come by here dressed like me?" He said, "No, because they got portals. You can walk out of another." That's why you see people chase people. Like I said, this cop in New York was on the news back in the 70s. He said they chased a guy down this alleyway. They never told nobody, and there was no other way out. He said when they turned into the alleyway, the car and him disappeared. I said he probably went in another dimension or portal. And the way you think a big car like that, it was a Cadillac like that, would have been, it wasn't even in the alleyway. That's why I tell people strange things go on and they don't know. It's like when people saying spaceships and stuff, those is probably Satan demons driving those spaceships. Those is bad. Then you have some spirits are good that will protect you from bad demons. You could, so I'll talk to y'all later. So let me say this one more time. Dan, you can call this out again because I'm gonna give it to him 3 times. Make sure it's right.
Okay. My Cash App is hashtag REDHAWKWILSON58. Again, that's $ all lowercase letters, lowercase REDHAWKWILSON58. That's hashtag Red Hawk Wilson 58.
Y'all heard my beautiful wife, so y'all know that she said it right because I don't want to make no mistakes. So I'll talk to y'all later. Danada Wado. Take care and have a blessed night. Yawish. That's it. Thank you. And I'll talk to y'all later. Good night for now.